This video is brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com, where you can find cool stuff in stock.
Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB, and I'm back home. Oh my goodness, what a trip it was. So big shout out and thank you to MTG Nerd Girl for hosting me. Had a really good time making some content on the other side of the country out in Portland. Had a really good time meeting some fans at Mox Boarding House. Thank you to those who came and said hello. You know who you are. And had just a really nice trip. I haven't been out of the house at all since things started. So now after, give me a vaccination shot and a little bit of roaming around is probably going to be called for. Will the streak continue while I'm gone? It takes some drastic measures, such as recording on another streamer's setup and recording like 3 or 4, however many it was, videos in a row in the middle of the night. Thanks to everybody out there for leaving me comments along the lines of, "You look tired." Yeah, because it's the middle of the night. Was stayed awake for like 36 consecutive hours to make sure there were videos, but you're still cool. But yeah, that trip was great, and I hope that you enjoy the collab content. There will be more of it being released throughout the week. Yesterday's video, that was a ton of fun to make. And also, you probably saw the trailer that there is a collab this week that is getting recorded in 2 days, I think, with the world champion, Paulo Vitor Dama de Rosa. So a lot of exciting stuff happening on the channel. And now that I'm back in my office, getting back to work, we of course have standard Magic to be played. So let's get right into that. Boom. What are we going to play? I'm going to play BIBLIOPLEX Control. So I haven't had a lot of time to sit down and just play Magic since the set released. It's been a whirlwind. There's been a lot of things going on. I had to cast the Hooglandia tournament. I had to fly across the country. I had to film content with Sealed and Brawl and all these things. Commander. Not Brawl, come on, CGB. But in the meantime, I've really only made a few decks, and I posted those. A lot of them got posted without testing, which is very unlike me, just doing my best to make sure that you had videos to watch. But we're going to get into really trying to get underneath this format, and maybe the schools and the build-around cards of the set aren't going to make tremendous waves. Maybe they will. Plum the Forbidden is a freaking amazing card, and that video got over 100,000 views. I think people are really into that Pest Plum the Forbidden combo, and there's probably other things to explore there. But what about Control? Where is my Yorion? So this is a blue-black Control deck. You remember from last season, it was my rank rebuilder, the deck I turned to in my darkest hours when things were failing, and I want to see how it does now with a little twist. 4 copies of the BIBLIOPLEX. Now, is 4 the right number? I'm telling you right now in the intro, probably not. This is probably like a 1 or a 2 of. But this new card from Strixhaven provides a card advantage engine that rewards you for, what else? Having a bunch of cards. So 2 in a tap, look at the top card of your library. If it's an instant or a sorcery, you may reveal it and put it into your hand. If you don't put the card into your hand, you may put it into your graveyard. Activate only if you have exactly 0 or 7. I know I'd rather have 7 cards in your hand. So the reason that we run the BIBLIOPLEX and several of them is to dig through our deck and just always have piles of spells and answers to everything the opponent does. It rewards us for playing a ton of spells. So as you can see, nearly absolutely everything in the deck that isn't a land is a spell, with the exception of 4 copies of Omen of the Sea and Yorion. If that's not a CGB move, what is? 4 copies of Omen of the Sea and a Yorion. What else do you need? The rest of the deck is trivial. But anyway, it's a smorgasbord of removal and effects, and also For win cons, I wanted to be able to use the learn mechanic to fetch them from the sideboard, but I wanted learn spells because I want to be able to hit those with the BIBLIOPLEX. So I have 4 copies of Divide by Zero, returning a spell or permanent of mana value 1 or greater to owner's hand learn, and 2 copies of Pop Quiz, draw a card learn. In the sideboard, I have, of course, the Yorion, but I have 2 copies of Environmental Sciences because we like the life gain and we like the lands, 1 Teachings of the Archaics in case we're ever down in cards, 2 copies of Introduction to Annihilation to remove remove other threats. And oh yeah, that WinCon I talked about, one mascot exhibition. Were you expecting me to have a bunch of these? No. The actual WinCon of the deck is Patience, Misery, Pain, Suffering, and 2 copies of Crawling Barrens, which eventually we scry through our whole deck to find using Castle Vantress. We don't have any shuffle effects in the main deck, so the scries get there pretty often. There are 2 in the sideboard in Environmental Sciences, but hopefully we get to use those early, and then we can just scry through our deck, find Barrens, put it out there, attack with it. When the opponent casts their Eliminate, we use Test of Talents to exile it. It's the only good spell for removing the Barrens, and then they die. Sound like fun? Test of Talents is also a new card. Counter target instant or sorcery, then take all copies of that card out of your hand, library, and graveyard. That's pretty good against a Zenith Flare. That's really good against an Emergent Ultimatum. Excited to see what we can do there. And if you don't know what this is, it's the alternative art for Negate. So, that's the deck. It's classic CGB. If you've been wondering, where is your control, where is your Yorion, here it comes. And I've got a lot more ready in the future now that I've had a little bit of time to brew. So, today's video is dedicated to Wrecked. Wrecked, I believe. I had it written up here like I usually do, and it's gone. Reckless. It's Reckless. Reckless. Today's video is dedicated to you, a member of the Cool Kids Club, and thank you everybody who's joined and become members. You guys are amazing. 451 members now. It's growing really fast. I hope that you enjoy getting the deck lists a day early through the Discord channel, and I hope that you also enjoy the bonus content when we're able to post it. Obviously, when I'm traveling, it's hard to get the bonus content, but now that I'm back, hopefully some of that will come in the next week or so. I have to readjust to my daily routine. So you'll probably only get one video a day for a couple of days, and then we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I'm going to try to get some of that swagger back. Anyway, thank you very much to Reckless. We're going to purchase a cosmetic in your honor. And also, for those who I haven't been posting it very often or around very much, this is day number 812 in the streak. So welcome to video number 812 in a row of a daily MTG related video, at least one. Sometimes I go crazy and do even more than that. Today's cosmetic in your honor, the spell Satchel. Will it ever get played in a deck? Let's find out. I can't resist 90% off. Now that it looks shiny, of course I'll try to build a deck around it. Now let's dive in. Well, what rank are we? Where's that rank? Where's that rank? 99%. We dropped out of the top 1500. That's what I get for getting on a plane. But we're going to get it back. Let's dive in. Let the nonsense begin.
Get ready to enroll in Strixhaven University with our Back to School promotion. Take 15% off all Mystical Archive singles and receive a free pair of CovertGoBlue and MTG Nerd Girls exclusive tokens when you use the promo code B2S at checkout. The promotion ends May 2nd. So head over to CoolStuffInc.com. Cool stuff in stock.
All right, Lurrus, Rogues, we have Cling. Let's do this. Let's do this. Hateful Eidolon, not the deck I thought it would be. That's okay, though. Let's hold up the Omen, and then we can Bloodchief's Thirst and still have 2 mana available the next turn. We don't need to kill this right away. Freeboots? I mean, I guess I play this. They'll probably take the Bloodchief's Thirst. These are fine. We're not under a lot of pressure. We do need land. If they take the Omen, good. We still have a Thirst. But I think the Thirst is 100% their take. Maybe I'm wrong. If they don't, we just Thirst the Freebooter, so... Yep. But it's only 2 damage a turn. Plenty of time for Omen to set us up and find something better. Faceless Haven changes that. That's a card. That increases clock speed quite a bit. And a Berserker. That also increases the clock speed. Let's see if they have another spell here. Oh my gosh, they're committing everything. Okay, nice. Those are cards. Let's name even. Take out some of the larger threats. Get back the Thirst. We're going to try to hold the Eliminate for this. I don't know if we'll actually get that chance. Okay, buy Luris. So they're probably missing a... Well, they're holding priority. They must have a land. Maybe it's tapped. Yep. Brood Pit. 2 more lifelink damage. Land off the top for us. We definitely don't want Luris to take over, so we need to hold the Thirst for that, at least to some extent. We could buy the Yorion, which should be very good against them and help reload our hand, and it keeps up 2 mana for Negate or Eliminate, but we really want this for the Haven, potentially. So I think we just want to Graven Lore here. I think we should take this opportunity to Graven Lore. We're not that low on life, and the sooner you get this cast, the better it is. Look at cards like this. It's 3 cards and you don't know what they are, but once you have them, you can make the best play. So if you can get them, you know, if you can avoid taking too much damage, the sooner the better. Okay, the opponent just laying out all their critters. And they also might have a Village Rites based on that. Pop Quiz, more card draw. In general, all this card draw is meh. Let's just bottom it all. Let's try to get removal spells. And another sweeper. There you go. We'll play the Barons. Win con acquired. Odd, I guess, is good now. And we have Thirst. So we can take 3 next turn. Or we can Thirst this now. And maybe the Odd will hit something even better. And we have mana available. We could use it to buy Yorion, but I think we just wait. They're not going to get rid of the Omens anytime soon, and we're not in a rush to play Yorion. They'll have removal. All right, they still know about this Negate. Let's put this up here with the eyeball. They also know about the Cling. Good old Freebooter got them a peek. No fear of the Barons. Take the hit. Probably means they have a Heartless Act or an Eliminate in hand. Or a dead weight that they would put on it after combat and they're fine with it. Okay. Huh. Holding back Luris, playing out Vessel. Seems to me like they have a Village Rites. Get 3 mana available. Make sure we tap this and this. Hold up Snowland. Just cuz. I don't know why. Alright, Odd. Is that enough pain? Have you had enough pain? Not yet. So many creatures in this version. Like, it's just endless creatures. I'm used to them having a lot of the enchantment auras, like there's one. Let's see, I do want to get rid of this, so I guess I'll divide this by 0, then cling the favor probably at some point. Bounce. Let's go get, I know, it's lame, guys. I know it's lame, but we usually just get sciences. Okay, the quiz. How much mana do we potentially need next turn? 1, 2, 3. A lot. So we'll just play this and pass. We'll use sciences sometime in the future. But the deck always needs a little bit of life and more land. And to fill the graveyard for Cling. Luris, what's in the graveyard? Just the Berserker. Let's get it. Oh, or we could counter the Lurrus. I think that this is better. They seem to be all creatures. So the thing I might counter someday is like Call the Death Dweller, but we have negate for that. It's a really good matchup for us because they're usually solid against the creature decks and have a hard time against the control decks. So it looks like a massacre, it's because it mostly is. All right, to the sideboard. Let's grab the sciences again. We'll get there, don't worry. Patience is the win con, guys. We are free to take our time. This deck is in no rush. Valky. Well, it can't hit anything, it just reveals our hand. That's enough. That's all they needed to see. All right, on the play, good removal, but we're against Yorion. Well, I think Yorion's the match we want. Unfortunately, these removal spells suck, but I think we still just keep it. I think the mulliganing would potentially get us mana screwed. Getting mana screwed is one way that we lose the matchup, because otherwise we're in a good spot. Get some tap lands on the field. Get ready for a pop quiz. Just try to pile counters into our hand. Drag them into deep water. Make them miserable. Win the game. Wow, the second land of the game is making our opponent's head explode. Must be an interesting hand. Yeah, sometimes it's hard to figure out what to commit to with those pathways. Now we have to find counters as quickly as possible. That's really all that's going to matter. Do we find counter spells, or do we sit here and not find counter spells? Pop quiz. Let's grab sciences. Land. Foretell. Good old Emergent Ultimatum. Their strategy, resolve a 7-mana sorcery. Ours, counter all the good cards that they play. Shouldn't be hard to do, but you never know. Bad draws happen. Elspeth's Nightmare, okay? Well, the good thing about this is our hand sucks. I say that good thing a little sarcastically. Let's go ahead and cast Sciences, get the island, play the tunnel, say go. They're going to know here that they can resolve something, but hopefully Behold can find what we're looking for. Yeah, we've drawn the wrong half of the deck so far, but it's not over yet. They still have one more turn maybe, but they might be able to go land Epiphany Ultimatum, in which case we lose. GG's. If they drew like that out of their 80 card pile and we drew like we did out of our 80 card pile, we are meant to lose. But normally I'll take this matchup. Like, this is one of the matchups I want to play with this deck. I mean, you go for it. You play the Alrund's Epiphany. You definitely play the Alrund's Epiphany. Okay. Okay. They've got something else in mind. Maybe they have a negate? And they're thinking about the Behold? I don't know. Like, what are you doing? Okay. Should I resolve it now? No, we'll wait. There's still a Graveyard Exile trigger here. It's fine. Doesn't do much for them. You can play your land. It's the most careful ultimatum player I may have ever seen. At least in best of 1. Best of 3, like taking your time like this is completely common. Best of 1, most people know the play patterns and how the shuffler algorithm feeds you. Saw it coming where mana off won't do the job. Brutal. Brutal. 1 mana short. Oh well. Hopefully I get him again. Alright, we've got a top 1000 player, and we have an unkeepable hand. Man, 6 colorless lands in the deck. This happens sometimes. Hello, Mulligan? Scares me when I click it and nothing happens and I think it might be delayed. It's gonna hit me any second, you know what I mean? So, we can put away the Graven Lore, or we can try to keep it and hope it will undo our mulligan. Like this. If we miss a land drop and lose because of it, that's really bad. We could also put this away, and then at least we have our first several lands. We're on the draw, and they're probably aggro. This hand is pretty bad. So we have to hope that they have an awkward start. Never mind. Never mind. I would say so far today I've been about as unlucky as this deck can get as far as having the right cards, but that Extinction event might change things. Robber of the Rich? Robber of the Rich? No robber! Nice. This is mono red. They play mono red, mono red, mono red. The fact that they weren't able to follow this up is good. Yeah, huh? You're lucky I didn't negate that. You got lucky. All right, Essence Scatter. Try to slow them down. I know I have the Extinction event, but we want to slow them down. The Graven Lore is looking pretty bad now. Mono red is the worst place to have that card. Counter the Torbrand. Got him on 2 cards. There's a Thirst. There's a Thirst. We can counter an Embercleave. If they play another Torbrand, that's really bad. Let's make sure that doesn't happen. Hall Monitor. 1/1 haste, target creature can't block. The red mages are so desperate, guys, for something else to play. They're out here casting Hall Monitor. Oh my god, that's really good for them. That is actually really good. Alright, we'll name even. Not exactly how we wanted things to go. Is their last card Embercleave? At least they don't have a Faceless Haven. Play another odd. No. Okay. Okay, we'll chill. It feels like Embercleave, doesn't it? Okay, nice. Slow them down. I think it's Frostbite at least. Maybe 2 Frostbites. Will I ever activate a Biblioplex in this video? Oh no, not that card. Any card but that card. Alright, well, they're just going to activate that Haven a bunch, so we have to play this Yorion. If they have double Frostbite, it's really bad. Maybe I was supposed to wait one more turn. Oh no. Oh man, mono red. How could you, mono red? Alright, I think I played this pretty bad. I think I should have waited at least one more turn and cast Graven Lore and taken the 4. I'm getting really tilted. Yeah, this was a disaster. All right, I need an eliminate and an untap land. Okay, we have those things. Wish me luck. Got him. Down to 3. Down to 3. Still no solution for this little bugger, and still sitting on negate. Everything in their deck kills me. Also, a bit of a flood here down the stretch. Not good. We need them to repay the favor, thank you, and flood a little bit too. Let's do this now. There's so many good cards we could draw into. All right. All right. They saw me keep on top. So I'm going to pass the turn and let them wonder about what that is. As we try to empty our hand so we can use the Biblioplex. All right. Nice. They hit a little bit of a flood too. That should give us the time to find what we need. More negates, no. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, the tilt. I'm gonna tilt. Come on, where are the learn cards? Got a little bit of life gain or a mascot exhibition from the sideboard would go a long way. This last card must be a frostbite. Barrens and Thirst. That's not bad. That can be a very large blocker. Which is in many ways better than just having more removal spells. Because it can nullify all their little haste creatures. They draw another land. Feeling good. These mono red decks can't get away with 22 lands most of the time, so they do flood out more. You just have to play for it. You have to get there. No attacks. We're holding it for a haste creature. Negate. Nice. All right, let's scry. Try to find the right cards. Saw it coming would be nice. Lore? Okay. Lore can go deep. See, power this up and hit. Nah. Hold it for the haste creature. We got time. We got time. 3 life, it feels scary, but we're doing okay. We're doing okay. All right. Mono Red gave me a scare. Gave me a scare. Those hall monitors are creepy. Despacito. I don't know. It's slightly off. So, Luris. Might be rogues. I always try to treat it like it is rogues. This hand is okay against rogues. We'll hope that they find our Cling to Dust for us quickly. That's not rogues. Magecraft, okay. Okay. Blood Chief's Thirst. And Test of Talents. I think we just go for the Thirst. Try to clear it up a little out here. We're going to need some card advantage at some point. Not sure where Test of Talents is going to come into play. Maybe countering like a... They must have a lot of spells. I'm sure it will find something. That's not good for us. we need Divide by Zero or some of the many cards we have in the deck that would help us here. Guess making them discard here is probably useless. We know they have a plains that they would drop off. Probably just taking some 3. Leonin Light Scribe. That is something the Bloodthirst can try to take out. Defiant Strike. That's going to pump Squad. Do we talents the strike? I guess so. We should probably be happy to get rid of it. All right, they have Vanishing Verse and Heartless Act, which aren't good for them, and Savior, which is. They have 3 Defiant Strikes. What are the other cards I have to watch out for? Humiliate. Show of Confidence. Is there any reason that they don't show us the deck sorted to save time? Anyway, Plumb the Forbidden, Clarion Spirits, Cling to Dust. They don't have that many spells. The Heartless Acts aren't very good. Okay. This isn't that bad. They discarded one already? Oh no, we countered it. Alright, done. But how are we going to deal with you? Divide by Zero is good against you if I can draw it. Cling. Cling's a card. Heartless Act is just going to end up hitting the Savior, probably. They still have a Lurrus we have to deal with, so we have to exile their creatures. We can buy the Yorion here. Yeah, let's get it. They do have these removal spells, so Yorion isn't going to be very good. But it does make them need to hold at least the Heartless Act. Another Lumimancer. Ugh. Okay. Well, I guess we're going to try to Graven Lore. See if we can find an Extinction event or something to help out with this Hollow Blade. Now, will they target their own creature with Heartless Act to pump their Lumimancer? Not yet. Not yet. Buy Lurrus. Okay. Play land. Yeah, this is going to be tough. This is going to be a tough one. There's a Divide by Zero. Another Test of Talents. Well, we can counter the Heartless Act, and then the Yorion might stick. So that's something. Let's see what the opponent does. Clarion Spirit. Are they going to cast one of these? Let's see what they do. They're threatening to Heartless Act the Barons. Now they're passing to damage. Let's target over here. See what the opponent does. If they sack the Savior, we take 1 less damage. If they sack the Savior, we can cling it, so it doesn't exist with the Lurrus. Vanishing Verse. Oh, they're going to exile it to pump the Lumimancer. And trigger the Spirit and get a 1/1. Okay. Good choice. Alright, so now there's all this. Let's bounce you. They have 3 cards in hand. Annihilation's not good. Exhibition's a lot. Like, they can Heartless Act, but it doesn't get them through everything. And we could play it next turn, and then we just have a really good board presence. Let's also play the Cling. Get rid of the 1-drop here and gain the life. So we're at 7 cards in graveyard, so we can cast this again. Let's cast the Exhibition. Get a board presence. Opponent still has Heartless Act, so they can get rid of the 4/4, but the rest of our creatures still outclass them. Oh, they go for double heart. Okay, if they go for double Hollow Blade, we can test their talents the Heartless Act, and they're going to have a hard time getting through. They're just not going to get through. All right, Yorion. Because why not? Let's not blink our tokens this time, guys. Not this time. Maybe next time. Give me a break now. Will we activate the Biblioplex in the video? I've activated it in many games. Sitting in the airport on my phone. I activated it in the games I played on Nerd Girl's computer on Friday night. A lot. But I haven't done it in this video. Yep, go ahead. Play out your toys. It's fine. So the Eliminate just hits the dog. So that won't do. But we can use Cling to exile it. So let's go for it here. Omen. Wish I had that a little while ago. Let's hold the Omen to make the decision. See what the opponent does here. See how this board state is. So we know how deep we need to dig. Also, whether or not we need an extinction event. So here comes Clever Lumimancer Heartless Act. We could play this now and let the opponent think we dug for the tested talents. Also help us make a decision, but I think we just save it. Another Savior? Opponent's pretty lucky. Opponent is pretty lucky. Alright. It's a good draw. Get him out. At least we get to keep our Yorion. The opponent gets to pump Squad, but it still doesn't really beat our board. Okay, they're going to attack. They have one thing that makes something indestructible, and they have to protect Lurrus. So, other things are going to die, I think. And we take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Seems good. So they're really hoping we don't kill this Lurrus next turn. Hopefully Omen will just find us something to deal with Lurrus. That's all we really need from it. Alright, let's see what they replay here. 7 to 24. They worked their way through a good amount of the Mascot Exhibition. Oh, they go for the Savior. Okay, come on. Find it. Find something for this Lurrus, please. Ooh. 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 No. Not like this. Pop quiz. Yeah, I got something for it. I got something for Lurrus. Got something for Lurrus in my sideboard. Who would have thought it would come to this? They get a card, though. Let's see if it's a good one. I mean, Lurrus is like the most expensive permanent and potentially best card in their deck, so we take that trade. We take that trade. Now, can the opponent kill us? Their vanishing verses don't work on these multicolored cards. The shields are down. What you got? What you got? Man, that sucks. That's a frustrating one. I wanted that cling. All right, here we go again. I think we just offer here. I think the opponent only has the one spell with the cling. They can't even play the cling. So if they play a show of confidence, they already cast one card, so that's +1, +1, +2. If we block like this, the opponent has to use the dog. All right. Then a removal spell actually might help. Ooh, okay. 7/8 still dies. So they have to sacrifice, and it only kills one. Okay, and they're going to kill the Yorion, I'm guessing, so they can get in the air. All right. Now they can cast Cling again next turn. And that's probably the worst draw in the deck, since it means we can't use the Biblioplex. Any spell would have been great. But yeah, we are getting served. What you got? Down to 5. All right, still in it. Let's scry. Thirst, okay. Let's Barons. Go after the token. Don't protect. They didn't have, like, fight as 1 or anything like that. Resolves. All right, Biblioplex online. 4/4 blocker online. Let's see what goes wrong now. So we could try to hit our second Cling to Dust just with the Biblioplex, which would keep them from drawing a card. I don't think it's worth it, though. I think it's too narrow. We might still want to do something like Castle, then Biblioplex. I guess we still have 5 here. You know, it's such a high upside play. So we want to keep this open and 5 mana, and we do. So we do this and this. There it is. Okay. I hope this doesn't get me killed, because it is clever. Draw this. Target the eliminate. I draw, they don't. No attacks. I still have 3 cards. No attacks, though. Okay. Not quite dead. I will gain that life. Yes, I will. Their Cling, they don't have enough cards for. We can hold. Hold on to your butts. What a game this has been. Would be a good gateway back into the numbers if I can do it. Okay, those are both good cards. We'll reveal this one, I guess. Oh yeah, we can't do that. What am I doing? Thinking I can just activate a Biblioplex. The weird thing is, you get the requirement, right? You get to 0 cards in hand, you activate it once, and you're like, okay, now I got this. No, you gotta get back to 0 again. Or in the other direction, back to 7. So now we're going for 7. Let's stock the hand. It's time to lock in. Patience, patience, patience. Clarion Spirit. Scary card. Let's see what their second spell is. Okay, they were holding a land. Good to know. Good to know. This 4/4, the leftover from the mascot exhibition, holding them off for so long. Silver Quill Command? That's a negate. That's a negate. But the opponent has acquired a 1/1 token. Do we go for 0 on the extinction event? We could play this name odd and then be at 0 so we get the Biblioplex activations. Let's start with a scry and decide. Mastery. Yeah, we could draw it with the Biblioplex. Would take care of the spirit. Okay. Okay, I think this is a good idea, maybe? I mean, I did promise you some Biblioplex action, and if you stayed this long, you deserve it. Auto tapper, what you trying to do? What are you doing? Huh? What are you doing? We're gonna name odd, keep our 4/4. I know the Clarion Spirit's scary, but I think we'll find a, you know, we'll draw this mastery and it'll be fine. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's do it on their upkeep. They don't have that many ways to pump their creatures. I know that from looking at their deck. In case they wanted to play some kind of effect in response to this. Oh, wait. Okay, this. Take it. Pay the full price, don't give them a card. Exile their Clarion Spirit. They don't have that many ways to pump, so after this we just have to solve this token. I think their last card's a Vanishing Verse. Oh, a Plum. That's pretty good. That's a reload. I guess they needed that. It's something that keeps them in the game for sure. Alright, their draw for turn. Let's see what they rebuild with. A Light Scribe. Okay. Humiliate. We have no hand, but they get to put a counter up to 3. Oh my goodness. They're trying to get me, but we have Cling to Dust, which can gain life. If they have a creature in their graveyard, they do. Yeah, this last card has to be Vanishing Verse based on what we saw in the deck. Unless they have another Plum. I was fooled by Plum before. Another event. Now we can name even if we want to. Let's attack first. Scry. Negate. I think I want universal counter spells more than I want negate. Let's keep some options open, shall we? Do they have another Plum? Remember, negating the Plum doesn't stop it from making copies. Wow, they did draw another Plum. Oh my goodness. They won't die. Why don't you just die? The good news is we can name even, or we can name odd now, and keep our 4/4. Why won't you just die? Biblioplex back online. Hollow Blade returns. Biblioplex. Put in the graveyard, yes. Again. Effectively a scry. Oh god. Alright. The deck is being feisty. The deck is really messing with me now. Oh my goodness. Do we keep an Omen to get deeper? I guess. We've got a lot of mana. Oh no. Okay, saw it coming. Alright. This deck's trying to give me a heart attack, man. It really is. Okay, Heartless Act. That can at least pause the Hollow Blade if they find a way to make it unblockable somehow. Let's go ahead and foretell. Stall, stall, stall. Oh yeah. Maybe, maybe not. All right, so this is a fun trick. Are you ready? Resolve. Trigger on the stack. Activate Biblioplex. Yes. We could also put the other Biblioplex trigger on the stack there. Maybe I was supposed to. Okay. It's looking good. Guys, it's coming around. I thought I was being smart. Now I feel silly. Let's get the creatures. Get some life. Don't get punked out, you know? Don't let him just like sneak away to kill me. That Barons is getting exciting. It can't be Vanishing Versed, and I don't think they had Eliminate. But I'm not in a rush. Time is on my side. I know, playing with my food. Very, very unclassy, but I am what I am. Oh, now we're gonna rumble? We're not gonna rumble. We're just gonna pump fake the rumble. Okay. Scry it up. Cling another critter. Divide by 0 the Seasoned Hollow Blade. I think just move it out of the way so we can get a big hit in. Potentially win the game. Let's grab Teachings, because we finally did the thing where we have a low hand size and they have a big one. Let's go. I like this. 3 mana, draw 4. It actually happened. Oh, draw 3. Don't mind me, just over here not mathing. Don't mind CGB. He just says stuff on camera. Sometimes it goes astray. Well, got a blocker? No? Go for it. What you got? I got 2 Saw It Comings. Lethal? Lethal! I couldn't... I like, the only thing I think they could have is another Cling. And I didn't count how many they had. All right. Still 99%, but good game. I could definitely walk away on that game, but I'm back in the office. I'm at 99%. I'm going for the frickin' numbers. Let's go. Let's do this. No black mana. On the draw against what's probably aggro because they have no companion. Mulligan. That's not great. This is not great. No removal, just counters. This is mono red. That's game. That's probably game. Man. Well, we looked at 2 hands. Neither one worked. Maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe we'll draw the goods. All right, no robber. Just a charger. That can kind of help with an annex, so okay. Think we foretell you. This is the hand we wanted against the Emergent Ultimatum. That's terrifying. That's absolutely terrifying. No answer to that right now. So let's see how the opponent plays their turn. Okay, they can't turn it on. Nice. We could bounce this and learn. What would we learn? I can't think of a good cheap solution for anything. I think I'm better off with the counter. Thank goodness they play castles. We'd be so dead if they just powered up a Haven there. We still don't have a 2-mana play here, which is frustrating. Because I'd love to play Behold, and also like a 2-mana removal spell would be excellent. Here they come. No Embercleave. Annex. Okay, let's bounce that. Yes, you can target a spell. It's pretty sweet. Let's grab the 2 life from Environmental Sciences. And the land drop, because missing a land drop is lethal. The Saw It Coming means that having 3 mana here isn't the end of the world. We can counter the Annex. Please don't draw the snow-covered land and just power up the Haven, though. Ah! You monster. But they're not doing it. Okay. A lot of people just don't have the guts to just power up a Haven. Sure, we want you to use your other mana, so we have to take that. We could... Nah, we counter. I was gonna say we could try to find Extinction Event. That would be a really gutsy play, and then we'd still take 4. Oh no. Oof. Alright. Well, we don't want to take these anymore, but we also want to hit these. But if they power up this, I guess we have to dig up... I guess we have to dig up something like an Eliminate. We can try it now. Like, we might hit land, Eliminate, and feel good. Land. No Eliminate, though. Alright. Let's go like this. They saw me keep 1 on top. This makes Behold the Multiverse still an option for turn. And it's scary. And it holds priority. If they replay the Annex, we can Extinction Event. Unfortunately, then we get Havened. So we need to find an answer to that. Yeah, here it comes. If the opponent has Frostbite, in response to this, they can also turn this into 2 1/1s, which is really good. So we're in a lot of trouble. We're in a lot of trouble. There's an Eliminate. That's a start. That takes care of the Haven, potentially. I think we can get away with playing a tap land, because I'm sure I'm going to have to use this Eliminate. Let's do this first. Please don't kill it in response. Please don't kill it in response. Please don't. Yeah, that's the play for sure. Still have to name odd. Still have to try to hit... Gotta try to hit the Haven. They might just also activate Castle, which would require me to eliminate one of the tokens. God, I hate them. I hate them. Mono red, what? Come on now. All right, slow down, buddy. Jeez. They won't stop. All right, that's decent. Can keep us alive. Gain some life with Cling. Also get this Graven Lore cast. And we can do it with all snow mana too. Let's see what they go for. It's another sweaty mono red game, guys. No castle. Okay. What else you doing? You must have something. Another Annex. Stig. Divide by 0 is a good one. All the card draw, though, is not. Like, we've done enough card drawing. We need to finish this game. Maybe I'll keep the Omen, just because it goes with the Yorion, but that's kind of a trap. Let's just go deeper. Okay, Baleful Mastery is not bad. Annex hits the board. End step. Divide by 0 on the Annex. Bounce it. Learn. Do we get the Mascot Exhibition? We would have 2 mana open for Cling and Mastery. Okay. Let's have a board. Let's have a board. There's an Eliminate. This is a big turn. This commitment is huge. Could cost us the game. Let's go for it. Land for the opponent. Is this last card an Embercleave? It's been there for so long. It could also be a Frostbite. That would be reasonable. I don't think it's a Bone Crusher Giant. I don't think it's a Torbrand. I don't think it's a Rimrock Knight. Opponent Mathing. Shatter Skull Smashing. Oh my goodness, that hurts. That works. Wow, that's their card? Look how greedy they are. They have castles and smashings. All right, just the Charger. We could also take it. I don't think that does me much good. Let's see where they point this 1 point of damage. Okay, they're going to remove this creature. Okay. Well, they dealt with the Mascot Exhibition, guys. Can you believe it? Let's gain some life. 9 mana. 6 of it can do this, 3 of it can do this, or 4 can do that. I think it's a good opportunity to play the Temple. I mean, more card draw, huh? I mean, we're going to need the right cards, I guess. Better than land. Oof. It's a lot different when you have a draw 3 coming up to where you're virtually top decking. We still have an introduction, another 2 life that we can gain and get a land with the pop quiz and the learn. All right, well, the opponent has said it's time to Haven, and they're not replaying the Annex. If I power this up, and block their 1/1, let's see what they do. Embercleave. Okay. Well, it's going to resolve now. So let's wait till it attaches. They attach to the token. They want to kill the barons? Instead of going for lethal. All right, so they're assuming I have something. I do. So, do we take the 4 damage, or do we give the opponent a card? We could also pump this and trade here, but then we have to take 4. But I think that's okay. This is actually really tough. Let's keep the barons. Let's also give the opponent a card and exile their haven. I think that's just the safe play. We could now introduction get rid of this, but I don't think that's worth it. Spy the Yorion. We might need a body to put in the way. It's definitely getting to that point of the game. Classic mono-red duel. Here comes Annex. Let's see if we can draw into a counterspell. Another Cling. I don't think we need that. Wow. Thirst. Okay. Annex and Embercleave together at last for the opponent, and they have a Rimrock Knight. What a master. All right. Let's see what we can do now. Little pop quiz. Draw land. Their hand is empty, so I guess we're introduction to Annihilation here. Exile. Tapped my barons. Sweet. Thirst. Well, with the barons tapped, I think we Yorion here to protect against a haster. And see how we flood out. It's getting really scary. Really, really scary. Torbran. Land! Are you kidding me? Dak, why? Why you do this to me? Alright, go tall. We're so wrecked to Frostbite too. No, if they had the Frostbite, I think they would have used it. Let's see how they block up here. So that makes it a 6. They can castle. There's the castle. So kill Torbran. Go to 1 on the Yorion. Hanging tough. Yorion lives, guys. Yorion lives. Yorion has not fallen. That's another land off the top, by the way. Protect against a haste threat? Absolutely. I know I have the mastery, but I'd rather just keep this against the Fervent Champion. Negate. That could be crucial. That could be crucial. I know I'm gaining life instead of drawing cards. I'm a weirdo, but against mono red, I've just learned this lesson, you know? I've learned this lesson so many times. We're just trying to empty the hand. Get to biblioplexing, and just cling for a ton of life to make sure we stay alive. Can we beat the mighty Embercleave? Scry it up. Keep it going. let's keep one in the bag. Let's go, Yorion. All it takes is a little 4/5 flying. Come on, buddy. We can do this. What a game. Oh my goodness. It was gross. It was disgusting. It was mono red. It was the rivalry. It was everything you come to expect from a CGB video. It was everything you deserve, my amazing fans. The dojo, the cool kids club, the army around the world. It's not over yet. Here's a frostbite. Play that Bone Crusher Giant. Oh, okay. All right. Protect the Yorion. Defend the Sky Noodle. Two more attacks. Bone Crush your face. Okay. Bone Crush hits the battlefield. Yes. Suit up the Mighty Embercleave. Yes. Get that out of here. This is where all that life comes in handy. And we are back in the Biblioplex. Let's fill that graveyard a little bit for the Cling to Dust. And draw that Heartless Act. And Divide by Zero. Oh yeah. It's wrapped up now. It's all over but the crying. I was gonna crack the Liliana whip on him. Still 99%? I've won 3 games at 99%. And we are back for the post-game wrap-up, and didn't get back to the numbers today. We'll have to save that adventure for tomorrow. I won at least 3 in a row sitting on 99, so I guess it's going to be hard. It is near the end of the season after all. So, Mythic is crowded. Everything's misery and pain. What do we think of the deck? I don't know if the learning is worth it. Pop Quiz in particular felt underpowered, and Divide by Zero felt decent. And I think I should still play it because it's good against aggressive decks, especially cards with indestructible cards like Seasoned Hollowblade, and it's good against control decks and ultimatum decks because it can target spells. So I would keep Divide by Zero. I would cut Pop Quiz. In the learn board, I think I like it the way that it is. There aren't many useful lessons. In the main deck, I want more Baleful Mastery. I might go down on Extinction Events. It just wasn't very good. There weren't many times where I was able to remove multiple threats, and the way that things are set up now that we're a few sets deep into the standard, there aren't a lot of decks outside of Obosh adventure decks, which I didn't play against, that are super vulnerable to Extinction Event. It almost always leaves something behind, and that makes a huge difference. So I think another Mastery, and I might go down to 2 Extinction Events, but Mastery I didn't draw nearly often enough, and I was often against the white deck scrambling for something to beat the indestructible nature of Selfless Savior and Seasoned Hollowblade. The card draw spells like Behold the Multiverse are good. The Test of Talents didn't particularly shine, but it had its moments. Negate, it did its job. I feel like the deck should have done a little better than I did today, mostly because I felt like I had multiple games where, because I was on the draw or because I drew the wrong side of my deck, I wasn't really in it, but I also clawed my way back into some games. How many copies of the Biblioplex should you run? Honestly, you should run 2. 4 is too many, but 2 is a pretty number, and it's a nice combo with Castle Vantress. So cut 2 Biblioplex, add 2 more Backwaters or Triomes if you want to run the Triomes, and go from there. And I think this is still a very capable deck. I think that the learn board and having win conditions hidden over there and Divide by Zero in the main is legit. So I hope that you try it. Thank you for watching this video. As always, I will see you in the next video. You're cool.